graciously inaugurating the stage for our day 2. We have the power-packed inaugural keynote by our eminent chief guest, Mr. Husain Alsabea, Head of Information Technology, Bahrain Mumtalakat Holding Company. Mumtalakat, we know the company as Mumtalakat. Mr. Husain Alsabea joined Mumtalakat in September 2020 as the head of information technology with 15 years of experience working for both local and global companies across the financial and manufacturing sectors. Husain has a proven track record of developing and implementing robust IT strategies that deliver cost-effective business solutions that are aligned with organizational objectives. Prior to joining Mumtalakat, Husain served as IT director for Europe, Africa, Middle East, and Asia at Guardian Glass Holding SPC, a position he held from March 2016 till date. He has also worked with organizations such as Pine Bridge Investments, Sierra Investment Bank, and Iscan Bank in various IT roles. In addition to being a certified information systems security professional, Husain holds a master's degree in networking and web technology from Edinburgh Napier University, Scotland. Mr. Alsabea, welcome, and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Shalini.
Pleasure.
Bring up my single page slide. You should be able to see it right now.
Correct. We can see your screen.
Great. Thanks for confirming. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. By way of introduction, I'll be speaking about the foundational elements that exist and are being built in the Kingdom of Bahrain that serve as the backbone for our digital economy. That's an economy that's set to go heads first into disruptive territory with comfort in order to realize the vision that's set forth by His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, better known as the Vision of 2030. So Bahrain has taken a strategic view on building that basic foundation for a digital economy, while ensuring that cybersecurity is kept at the center stage at all times. So the government has taken a proactive approach, both in terms of looking ahead and scanning the horizon for technology that has the potential to cause disruptive change, and at the same time, preparing to embrace that change with open arms. And we see some examples of that in a minute. The government achieves this in ways such as enacting laws around digital transactions, communications, as well as personal data protection. The government has also been taking things to the next level by venturing into crypto space and putting in place guardrails to allow for innovative initiatives to develop within the country. The public sector that's been led by the Information and E-Government Authority, or the IGA, has taken the lead in partnering with Amazon Web Services, AWS, to unlock opportunities leveraging the cloud, not only as a data center. The IGA, in its governance capacity and its role as a leader by example, is walking the talk in terms of transformation and actively investing in taking government institutions to the next level in terms of digital services that are provided to the community. The view they've taken is to use the cloud as a means to achieve their objectives and not an objective in itself. If you look at the financial sector, the Central Bank of Bahrain has taken the same kind of approach of being alert to the developing trends worldwide. And they've put in place rules around crypto assets in general, taking a more holistic view around the variety of applications that the term crypto encompasses. So we're not just talking about cryptocurrencies. The Economic Development Board, on the other hand, the EDB, in its activities to attract investments, also plays an active role in facilitating creative destruction within our economy. We have an award-winning cyber threat management company that's growing on Bahraini soil. courtesy of the EDB's support. The legal and law enforcement system in Bahrain has been doing a magnificent job in making sure our laws and regulations are in sync with the global developments in the tech space, with our digital laws, as well as with our digital laws, as well as the establishment by royal decree of the National Center for Cybersecurity, the NCSC. Cybersecurity is a fundamental pillar of the national IT framework in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We have in place a well-defined national cybersecurity framework that's governed by the Ministry of Interior. It covers cybersecurity in different sectors, such as energy, finance, education, health, and including the government sector itself. On the telecoms front, Bahrain's Telecommunications Regulatory Authority, or the TRA, has implemented several initiatives in order to address cybersecurity readiness gaps in the area of telecoms, that's further elevating the security posture of this sector in line with global practices, best practices, that is. The TRA has published a regulation related to infrastructure risk management, which has played a vital role in improving Bahrain's cybersecurity index. So this foundation has provided the economy with the space to innovate freely, while providing the safety rails that are necessary to ensure the protection of the kingdom and its people's interests. I'll mention some of these innovations, just some of them, that have been built on top of these foundations that we just mentioned. If we look at the financial sector, there is a lot going on. Enterprise blockchain is being used to continuously develop an electronic Know Your Customer or KYC ecosystem in a partnership between Benefit, the IGA, and respected technology partners. We've started to see banks, both digital and traditional ones, leveraging KYC for fundamental processes such as customer onboarding. The Bahrain Central Bank, having issued comprehensive regulations to govern and license crypto asset services, has recently issued its first Sharia-compliant crypto exchange license. This serves to show the kingdom's appetite for embracing global advancements in the digital space, especially fintech. So as financial institutions are becoming even more comfortable with the cloud in terms of cybersecurity enhancements, we've seen in Bahrain the first bank in the Middle East and North Africa region to announce the migration of its international payment system, the SWIFT platform, to the cloud, something that's grabbed the attention of other banks, not only in Bahrain, but in the region. And some have already started plans to follow suit. And speaking of the cloud and AWS in particular, the approach some of our leading companies are taking is not only to utilize AWS as a data center, that goes without saying, but to engage with global cybersecurity vendors through AWS to host their services out of Bahrain, keeping things closer to home. And by bringing more of these services to the Bahrain cloud, the intention is to make it more appealing for regional enterprises to subscribe to services hosted out of Bahrain. The AWS Bahrain partnership has opened new doors for the economy to tap into innovative technology, given the vast network of partners and vendors that have become readily available through AWS. It's interesting to see our oil and gas sector, which is experimenting with Industry 4.0 initiatives, specifically IoT and machine learning, just to name a few examples. There's also been a growing appetite for crypto applications, especially those that utilize blockchain in areas other than finance, including transportation and international trade. And you have the Khalifa bin Salman port, for example. Another recent example is the education sector at the University of Bahrain, where they're utilizing BlockCert as a mechanism for academic credentials to be issued and also verified in a secure manner. So to summarize, the kingdom has laid a strong set of necessary foundations to allow for digital transformation in our economy, while at the same time ensuring cybersecurity is kept as an area of focus throughout, There's also a wealth of other initiatives that are in the pipeline around the kingdom within various other sectors that we haven't mentioned today. We've only just started to scratch the surface in terms of innovation potential, despite the future being unknown. But one thing is for sure, the Kingdom of Bahrain, given the investment in these foundations and also the rate of progress that we've seen to date, plans to be at the leading edge of digital transformation, supported by a community of strong cybersecurity professionals that will help make that a reality. That's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. Over to you, Shalini.
Thank you very much for the wonderful presentation. It was indeed a very power-packed, data-driven presentation on a solid cybersecurity core, wherein you covered all the sectors in Bahrain. Your presentation indeed is extremely helpful. Great takeaways for the participants, Mr. Alsabea. And it's really good to hear that Bahrain is leading the digital transformation, and you are at the forefront as a leader and representing such a massive company and talking about the economy as well. So great, and extremely thankful. The whole team of the Rendezvous experts is extremely thankful to you for creating the presentation for us, sharing the valuable insights that only you could have probably shared with us in terms of economy as well and investment when it comes to Bahrain. Truly appreciate your time for us. And again, thank you so much. You have a lovely day ahead.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Thank you.